So I'm Lester Barrilleaux, and I'm coming to tell my testimony today. 51 years. We were separated a year and a half. My daughter got drinking and drugs, and then she died at 32. And then further down the line, my daughter, youngest daughter, Faith, she died at 26 at drugs. Same thing, drugs and alcohol. And that kind of tore me up between my two kids. But then I got into gambling and drinking. I got drinking harder, and I got into gambling and running around. I don't know. I was lost. I know I wasn't saved. But as things went on, and me and Martha separated about a year and a half. Then we went back together. And before we went back together, I was going to bed one night, and then something woke me up. Go back home, Lester. Go back home. So I got up that morning, and Friday morning went to work, and then that Friday night I called my daughter. She said, "Well, why don't you call Mama?" I said, "No, I was divorced. It was 6 weeks from being divorced." I said, "No, she ain't gonna take me back. I messed up too bad." She said, "Call Mama. Don't worry about it." So I called Margie up, and after I called her, I asked her what she was doing. She said, "Nothing." I said, "You want to come to New Orleans the weekend?" She said, "Well, maybe we can talk things out. Maybe we'll work things out some kind of way." We had a long talk, but I thought I lost her, and I didn't. I was blessed with that. So she forgave me, and then we made back up, and then we dropped the divorce. It cost us $600, but we still dropped the divorce. Didn't worry about the $600 no more. I made a promise to her I'd never do that again. But the hardest part in my marriage, when I went back, the hardest thing in my life was the trust. It's to gain that trust back. It took 3 years before I gave my trust back. Well, she seen I was changing my life around, and I was going to church. And she'd been trying to get me in church for years. She finally got me in church. And today, I'm contented. I wouldn't trade my life for nothing. Now I don't want to go back to that past like what I was. When you change your life with Jesus, He didn't say go 99.99%. He wants you to go 100% with Him. I have to follow Jesus because that world don't belong to us. It don't belong to me for sure.